This was March 2014. I'll never forget it because that's when my life totally changed in direction and purpose. The minute that I heard that I had lung cancer actually happened after 2 weeks of spending that time in the hospital because they didn't know. They didn't know what was going on, and they were running so many different tests until one hospitalist, he sent off my test to University of Michigan, and I was in a local hospital, and then that's when he said, Shyreece, you have cancer. And at that point in time, I have to be honest with you, I was only thinking about my family and others first, and my students, and getting back to them. I'm like, okay, it's cancer, give me some cough syrup and I'll get back to work the next day. I had no idea the gravity of the word cancer until I began to live it out. Purpose. The hardest part about the journey is the unhidden work that goes behind my cancer journey. For example, advocating for myself and what I need, especially when the professionals don't even know either. Everybody was learning, and so how to articulate what I need with the medical community and not feel intimidated with the language that they would use. So I was on a new learning curve. So to learn that and also be present in real time with friends and family was very, very difficult and so much uncertainty. I wish that they would understand that there are so many different kinds of lung cancer and not to put so much stigma on it. Anyone with lungs can get lung cancer. And I had to learn that through my 12 years of living with lung cancer. So if they understood that, then some of the questions and some of the comments that can be quite ridiculous sometimes, they would rethink some of the things that they're saying and maybe just join in and be more supportive and help to bring awareness and treatment opportunities to a lot of different communities. Especially in my community, I had no idea. Nobody talked about it. What keeps me going is that I know that I have a deep joy and a purpose in my life. I thought, John, that I was going to be a teacher, and I did it. And I overcame so many obstacles, like, wow, this is it. But then when lung cancer entered my world, it sent me on a course to learn a different side of myself that I didn't know existed. And I'm so excited to have met her. About to cry thinking about it because it took a lot of resilience and a lot of getting up in the morning and saying, not today. This is going to be my day, and I'm going to live on my terms. And out of that was born a statement, hope. It will not end with my death at all. And I knew I had a call on my life, so I had to look for that, not look for the despair. So I became guarded in regards to the company and turned my thoughts to, you know what, I had a skill set and it brought people together. So I just said, how am I gonna bring my doctors together? Because I got questions and we're gonna collaborate and get them answered. I had to seek those out. They were not just there for me to just say, here's some brochures, Shyreece. Everything that you need and what you're going through is right here at hand. I had to seek it out because something inside said to me that these side effects or the treatment options that became available when I went to a university, unfortunately, local clinics don't have access to that information that universities do. So with all of this, I put together a team. It was not given to me, for example, a nutritionist or the palliative care team, then the oncologist team. And then you have your personal care physician. All of them needed to work together. Well, the moment that really surprised me in this particular cancer journey was how that I'm still here, and the treatment is working. And it's surprising because I know that there are also some people that I lost along the way who had similar diagnosis. So it makes you wonder, it's like, what is working and what doesn't work. And all I know is this, that there is a mindset. There's a mindset, and then there's an energy that you must keep positive and connected so that you can want to say, you know what, let's try something else. You have to want it. And that's what surprised me more, that I have these people that reach out to me. I didn't know that I would turn into someone who would be a confidant, and what else, an encourager. There's a lady from Italy. I'm serious, you're laughing, but it's true. It surprised me that she texts me every time she's getting ready to do her CT scan. And part of me, and then, like I said, I did not want to cry today, but then there are some people who realize that their journey with lung cancer is becoming to an end, and they would laugh, and we find humor together. So I'm glad that I was that kind of laughter for them. That makes me happy to know that, hey, not only did you give it a good fight, but we found some joy along the way too. And we made some friends. I made some forever friends, you know? And so all of this, it's all good. The doctors in the community, he gave me a hug. My last visit, he leaned in. We hugged for about 5 minutes because he was so thankful that through this trial, the Nuvalent trial, NVL 655, we are surprised that 5 brain tumors that I walked around with for 10 years, they are gone. They stayed gone. They're nowhere on my CT scan or MRIs. So there's a lot of just things that surprise me, and they're good. And then even when you don't think it's good, it's still good, because a lot of friends, just before they would leave here, they would just say, hey, Shyreece. They probably couldn't type or anything, but he'll type a heart. And then I'll say, you know, journey well, my friend. You know, one of the things that I would like to encourage anyone who is diagnosed with a serious illness, there is always hope. It shows up in some form or fashion. When it does, grab hold to it and get up and give it all you have. Be present, participate with your care team, whatever it is, and do note-taking and share, have your questions ready for your team. There's always hope. I always lean to that, and I'm going to find every aspect of that hope and make sure it lives on. Even this is bigger than me now. All of this is bigger than me.